He owns the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury. Actually just built a $100 million practice facility for the WNBA Mercury in Phoenix, and they'll be hosting the All-Star Weekend festivities for the WNBA launching tomorrow night. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Ishbia.
Yeah.
Hey, go Green!
What's up? Go white.
Okay,
I'm there with you.
Matt, I'm telling you, this is my. As soon as I meet Foxy, he's my first Michigan State friend ever. We're walking through an airport, very public. I'm walking next to this guy. He's wearing a Michigan State thing. Another guy wearing a Michigan State thing. We're walking through public place. This guy's walking next to me. They do a go green. Foxy yells, "Go white" in public. And I'm like, yo, we are not doing that shit. Like, that is not how this thing's going to go.
Burns, that's how we do it.
Okay, yep, it is. Yep, shout out Michigan State.
Yeah, and if you don't respond, go white, you're not a real Michigan State fan. If you just say go green back, that's no good.
Yeah, but I think you should let everybody know what you're doing, though.
Yeah.
Instead of just screaming, "Go whitey" in the middle of a public. You know what I mean? Like, that was anyways, Michigan State, obviously a fantastic place. Has created a lot of great things. You, obviously, being one of them now. Ownership in the NBA and the WNBA. Congrats on all the success. Let's talk about this weekend. Phoenix is hosting the WNBA All-Star Weekend, which starts on Thursday night, Friday, and then game on Saturday. Team USA is taking on the WNBA All-Stars. How excited are you and your team for this? What is Phoenix going to do for this? And what should we be looking forward to, Matt?
Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. Obviously, the WNBA is at an inflection point. Like, everyone's seeing it, the excitement. Obviously, I know you guys are big in Indiana with Caitlin Clark and all the great things she's doing, but just the rookie class, the legends that we have, Diana Taurasi on our team, so many great players across the league, and it's going to all be there. We're going to make it like an NBA All-Star weekend, a high level weekend, a lot of fun, and we're super excited about it. A lot of fans sold out both nights on national television. It's going to be just an amazing weekend. The WNBA is here and here to stay, and our practice facility is like another crown jewel moment where we're excited to really invest in the girls and invest in the league.
Yeah, I heard you're opening the doors for those tomorrow. Congratulations. Obviously, you took $100 million of your own money to build this practice facility for the Mercury. Opening doors tomorrow. I believe the court in the practice facility is named the Diana Taurasi Practice Court. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Give a little love to her. She's one of the best players of all time, and we're lucky to have her in Phoenix the whole time.
How was the construction? How was the construction of this $100 million facility?
You know, we did it in less than a year. We announced it less than a year ago. We got it up and running, built it from scratch. We're really excited about it. And I know people think it takes a long time, but we really put a lot of focus on it, and the women are super excited.
How many WNBA teams have a full practice facility?
Not that many, but hopefully there's many more follow. Hopefully it's the leading indicator. You know, we're elevating the game. We think it's the best facility in all of women's sports, and hopefully others will follow.
Okay, well, congrats on all of that, and congrats on continuing, to want to bring a young energy, seemingly, into ownership. Whenever you were here for the All-Star game, we talked about the Phoenix Suns, and obviously your first couple years here being an owner over there, spend money. You talked about the luxury tax, and you're like, I don't think people care about how much money I have to pay to the NBA so that we can be a good team. Like, nobody wants to hear that. And I think it comes from the fact that you're, college basketball player, basketball fan. I assume lifelong dream is to own a basketball team. Now, you were sitting in a spot where the Mercury, I believe, are in 6th place. Top 8 make the playoffs, are in 6th. The Phoenix Suns now are also in a very interesting spot. How do you feel about living out your lifelong dream of owning basketball teams? And what have you learned, and where are you potentially heading here for this?
Yeah, I'm having the best time ever. So much fun, enjoying it. I love basketball. Y'all wasn't good enough to play at that level, so to be able to be part of it in a small way and give the resources to my coach, my players, my GMs, make sure that they have all the tools to be successful. And so, yeah, the Phoenix Suns, the Phoenix Mercury, we're putting a lot of money, a lot of time into it, but a lot of care and love. That's more important. And I'm a fan. At the end of the day, are we going to win? I want to win the championship. Are we going to win? Who knows? But we're going to compete. We're going to do our best.
Do you hear all the outside noise? Because a lot of the conversation about the Suns is obviously, is Kevin Durant happy? Do they have anything to move? Do they have any money? Are they able to do anything? Do you hear all the outside noise? Do you have to block it out? Because I assume before you're an owner, you're a part of that outside noise as a basketball fan. You're like, the way this is going. Then you become an owner, and all of a sudden you're the one that is in the seat that everybody's kind of aiming at. Do you hear? How do you manage that?
I hear it. Some parts it frustrates you because they know they're wrong, but some part of you embrace it and enjoy it because you know what? They don't talk about people in last place. They talk about the teams that have high expectations. We have high expectations with the Phoenix Suns. I got Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Brad Beal, and guess what? We didn't succeed at the level we wanted to. So we get a little egg on our face. Hey, we're going to retool and come back at it again this year, but we ain't going to stop trying, that's for sure.
That's literally sports in a nutshell. Speaking of Kevin Durant, D-But's got a question for you.
Yeah, you got Kevin Durant, Devin Booker over there playing the Olympics. How do those conversations go with you for players that are going and playing, going this Olympic run? We obviously saw Kawhi pull out because of reasons. We know Embiid had some injury issues. Even KD had a little calf thing. But how do those conversations go with ownership and the team, with the players when they're going into the Olympics?
Just 1,000% support. I mean, Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, it's an honor that they are selected and they want to represent their country. The last thing I'm going to do is ever say, hey, what about this or what about, go over there and win a gold medal, represent our country. I'm going to try to go over there and watch them, support those guys. That's what we do. We're part of each other's team, part of each other's lives. And so supporting our team, and I think they're having a great time. I know they just played earlier today. I know Kevin's not playing right now, but he'll be playing soon, hopefully. And I hope they bring home the gold for the USA.
Yeah, we're playing Serbia. I don't know if that game's over. We're up 14 at halftime.
Yeah, we're up 25 right now, 83-50.
Hey, we're figuring it out, Matt. Our team's figured it out.
We're back.
And you're obviously a guy that I believe what you said is I'll mop the floor if I have to. Like, that was my style as a Michigan State Spartan basketball player. Like, we're smacking whatever it takes. We're doing that. With this Team USA team, it's like everybody's a superstar, have to figure out the role in the team, and they're kind of doing that. Are you helping with that whenever it comes to like the Mercury and the Suns? Do you watch that? Do you observe that? Do you have an interesting take on that? Like people finding their role on teams and how teams can really come together?
Well, that's a big part of anything, whether it's sports, like, all of us. In high school, I'm the best player. In college, I'm the worst player, right? In NBA, some of the guys are the best players, and they're all going to the Olympic team, and now there's 12 best players, right? So how do you work together? I mean, I had nothing to do with that with the Olympic team. Obviously, they got great coaches, and Grant Hill runs the whole organization there. But for the Suns and Mercury, that's definitely part of it. You got to make sure pieces fit, and that's part of continuity as well. Like, the Suns didn't do as well as we wanted last year. We won 49 games, but we didn't get to where we wanted. But part of that was our first year together. We got continuity now. To get a little healthier, get things going, and you got to understand your role is this. And on this team, you scored 30 a game, but here you might only score 18 or 20. And that's just team sports. That's life, and you got to adjust. And if you don't adjust, you can't win.
Kids have to play in team sports growing up, by the way. Have to. Have to. We need to continue to bang that drum. Is that gorilla doing anything for you guys this year? Is there anything different going on with the gorilla, or?
You got to come out. I know you love Scottsdale. We're have a great. Come out and check out the grill. They do some sweet dunks. We have a lot of fun. Everyone loves it out there.
Yeah, Chef Bose. I mean, listen, we do love. That's probably going to be the end spot for me and the family at some point. Love it out there. Excited to see you guys continue to grow. Go ahead, AJ.
Do you talk to any owners from other sports or even in the basketball world to kind of gauge like how you go about your day to day as an owner? Like, is there anyone you can kind of call and lean on and figure out, hey, should I be involved here? Should I not? Do I need to show my face more or less? Because we see owners in all sports at all different levels. We see Jerry Jones all the time. Some owners you never see. Do you have any like a plan on what you do like day to day?
Yeah, the other owners have been great. The NFL owners, the MLB owners, the NBA owners. I talked to a lot of all of them, in different situations. But the truth is you got to be yourself. You got to be who you are. Like, I'm a hands-on kind of guy. I love it. I'm younger. I'm energetic. I'm involved. I'm passionate. I'm going to make mistakes, but I care. Everyone knows that. Like, you got to be who you are. Just like when you were in the NFL and like you understand how that is. Like, you have to be who you are. You can't try to mold to everyone else because I'm not anybody else. I'm 44 years old. I'm an owner of the team, the men's and the women's team. Like, I love women's basketball, men's basketball. There's no one like me, and I'm not in a good way and a bad way. I'm going to be myself. And so, yes, you can lean on others, but you kind of just got to stay true to who you are. And that's what I'm doing. Whether it works or not, we're going to find out, I guess, together.
You and Ryan Smith sit down in those meetings, look at each other, and just be like, you and me next 30 years, buddy. We did it. Do you guys do that?
We talk a lot. He's a great owner. I like him a lot in Utah. We spent some time together yesterday, actually, here in Vegas.
Golfing? Are you a golfer?
I'm not a golfer. Barely can do anything besides basketball, other sports, but I'm not a golfer. But no, with the NBA owners means we're here in Vegas, and now I'm flying to Phoenix today for the WNBA All-Star weekend, so I'm still out in Vegas.
Yeah, Summer League, obviously, there's a lot going on and building of teams, and don't golf with Ryan Smith, sandbagger. He's very, 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 very good. He wears cool hats, too.
Very cool.
He looks sweet.
Great fits.
He does the whole thing. Yeah, just don't do it. Ty has a question for you.
Matt, what went into the decision-making to land on Mike Budenholzer as the new head coach? And then also, I know it's probably more so a media thing, but how do you kind of deal with, like, when you have a team like you have and you have a generational player like Kevin Durant, if you guys don't win an NBA championship, you're in that boat where everyone's kind of saying, like, all right, well, Budenholzer's he's not going to cut it. You got to get him out of there. You got to get a new coach who's going to be able to gel with Durant and Devin Booker and all these other guys. Like, how do you approach that whole situation?
Yeah, well, first off, Kevin Durant is a generational player. Devin Booker is becoming that as well. I think those guys are super, and obviously we got Brad and other players too. But for Coach Bud, like, the thing is, you got to put them in position to succeed. So my job as owner, I'm not calling plays. I got to find the best owner that's best for those guys. And so what I learned was the best coach might not be the best coach for my guys, right? And so you got to find and I think Coach Budenholzer is going to be the best for our guys, holding them accountable, pushing them. He's won an NBA championship. He's won it as an assistant in San Antonio, won it as a head in Milwaukee. But also, he's a CEO. He's a leader. He's a director. He's in charge. There's no question. I'm in the room with him. I report to him. He's the man. And so I love that. And I think Kevin and Devin and Brad, all of our players love it. You want a leader. You need someone to lead a team. And Coach Bud's that guy. I'm really excited about him.
Exciting. Now, you're making a lot of moves, obviously. And by a lot of moves, I mean in that particular position. So it's always going to be loud. There's always going to be chatter, especially in that Western Hey, loaded, star-studded over there. I assume you don't want it any other way, right? I mean, that's why you sign up you need it.
You got to compete to win. There's a lot of great teams. There's a lot of teams that can win the Western Conference or win the NBA championship. And you can also miss the playoffs. It's that competitive out there. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. And I think we got the team to compete.
How, you still shoot it all or no?
I do. When I come back to your guys' spot, I'm going to have to get a couple shots up with you.
Okay. So you still, I mean, you played college basketball.
Yeah.
You're a white dude from Michigan.
He's draining threes all day.
I assume you splash. Yeah, is that right?
I'm okay. I can shoot a little bit. I was a point guard. I passed the ball better, but I can shoot a little bit.
Oh, yeah, but you got handles. Mm-hmm. TJ McConnell, though, he's point guard, but he will splash if he has to. Athlete it in.
Nasty mid-range.
Yeah, if he creates any space, it's going. That's him too, huh?
Got to be.
Oh, you're
floater. Probably got a mean floater.
Yeah, are you mid? Yeah, is it mid range? Are you getting separation?
I do love TJ McConnell's game. He's at University of Arizona. He's out here in Phoenix, from Arizona out this way, and I love his game. But he's much better than I am. But I have a little style. I know I'm not going to take him. Don't worry. I know that you're looking at me like that.
Thank you. That is. My bad. We love him out here, and he's a Pittsburgh guy. A Pittsburgh guy goes to University of Arizona like Gronkowski, to Western Pennsylvania.
Hell yeah.
Connor has a question for you. It feels like things are good right now.
Yeah, Matt, how much at the owners' meetings you guys talking about kind of the future of the NBA with the media deals that are now pouring in? Is there going to be a lot of changes when it comes to like broadcasting? Are you guys considering that? And what also are you guys going to do with the new WNBA media deal that was just announced?
Yeah, there's a lot of changes coming, but I think they're changing for the better. I think Adam Silver has done an amazing job of leading these leagues and doing all the great things he does with this media deal. And it's getting great partners, and it's really trying to grow the league. And everyone wants to consume it. It's a global league. It's the one sport that's definitely global, just like soccer is throughout the world. Basketball is throughout the world. And so kudos to Adam Silver. And we talk about like the future of the media world, but also the future of the game. Like there's competition committees. How do we make things better? How do we look at foul? There's a lot of really great stuff. And like I said, I think everything starts with the leader, and Adam Silver is an amazing leader. And I think the NBA is in great position because of him.
Yeah. Whenever you have, I don't want to say like every business has to be this way, but kind of. Whenever you have at least a vision, right, and you know who to follow behind, feels like Adam Silver is very comfortable in that role and very good at that role, right?
Absolutely. Definitely the leader. Definitely knows what he wants. He communicates great. And the league is doing great. The league is flourishing. And obviously you have to have star players and great everything. But it starts with Adam, and he does a great job. And we all try to play our roles in helping the league grow.
I appreciate the hell out of Adam Silver. He went to bat for me. I appreciate the hell out of it. Go ahead, AJ.
Are there any challenges that you've come across over the last couple of years as an owner that you may not have thought about, when you initially got the team to, I would imagine every single day you have a billion things you're dealing with, but like what's a couple things that you may have not seen coming up?
Well, the big thing is I saw it coming, but I didn't realize like the amount of exposure and the amount of second guessing of everything that you do. I was a fan my whole life, and it's like, why did they do this? But you hear it from a million people. And, if you fail in business, my mortgage company does great every day. If we have a bad day, nobody knows and nobody cares, right? We have a bad day at the Phoenix Suns. Like, I got 38 texts, 29 phone calls. Why didn't you think of this? I'm like, I wasn't even at the game, and we're doing our best. Like, it's a So, you get so much exposure, so much notoriety tied to it. But at the same time, I embraced that. So I love that. And I kind of expected it, just it's bigger.
Yeah.
And the other big thing is, AJ, is just health. You got to have a healthy team, no matter, a lot of players get hurt, and it's part of the game, and that's impacted our success, but a lot of team success.
Sorry, I stepped on you there in the middle of that. Your mindset is like such a classic, like billionaire mindset. Do you hear that? These are all obstacles or they're opportunities. Your mind is like just naturally. Have you always been that way? Is that just how you're wired?
I'm just positive. I'm excited. I'm lucky to be in the position I am. I love what I do. And at the same time, obstacles, they're opportunities to get better and improve. And we're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean, and you get a bunch of text messages, and it's good to hear from everybody.
Yeah.
So that's like how you billionaire. Connor has a question for you, Matt.
Yeah, Matt, obviously the biggest story of the draft this year was Bronny, and he only wanted to go to two places, LA or Phoenix, and that was kind of the only two places he was willing to go, it seemed. Are you and Jeannie Buss like dapping up when you guys go to the owners' meetings? Like, look at us, we're doing it? Or what is the mindset or kind of like the thought around that when a player of his stature only wants to go to your team?
Yeah, I think, I don't know exactly where Bronny want to go. We really like Bronny. We thought he was a good player. I know the Lakers drafted him. I hope he has a great career. He's got a great basketball IQ. He does a lot of great things, and he's got a lot of pressure to be the son of one of the greatest of all time. He's got pressure on him, and so we thought it might be a good fit here in Phoenix. Obviously, the Lakers drafted him. I wish him the best, but we feel good. Like, people want to come here. We want Phoenix to be a destination for the Mercury, for the Suns, for the players, like for fans. Like, we want it to be a destination. So when people want to play for us or want to be part of our organization, whether it's free agents, whether it's rookies, it feels great. We're trying to build that here in Phoenix. We're trying to do something special. And so it's always a positive thing, in my opinion.
Hey, special weekend this weekend for basketball. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese taking on Team USA over there in Phoenix at the Footprint Center. What are you expecting from the game? We just watched the I don't know enough about the WNBA All-Star game. I do apologize. I will certainly watch this because this is massive. This is must watch. This is my marquee this weekend, which is great for the state of the game, great for everything. We just watched the MLB All-Star game. It was awesome. Like, it was great. It was great television. The NBA All-Star game is what it is. I mean, it's always going to be. The NFL Pro Bowl is what it is, always going to be that way. What should we be expecting from this weekend, and what are you hearing from the chirping of Team USA versus the WNBA All-Stars?
Well, I think it's going to be extremely competitive. Difference is definitely when the Olympic team plays against the rest. I think it's going to be, and I think it's older versus young. It's going to be a pretty cool game. I think it's going to have a lot of excitement. I think it's going to be competitive. Obviously you can never predict the All-Star game, but I think be on the lookout, because I think the young players, or the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, but also there's all the great WNBA All-Stars on that team versus the Olympic greats. It's going to be a battle. We'll see who wins. It'll be fun.
I see you're rolling out the orange carpet on Thursday night. You gonna be all suited and booted? You doing the fashion walk, the entrance thing?
I mean, I don't look like you, Pat. I can't get away with that. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not a good-looking guy. I'm just gonna get out there and
dress like a full asshole, dude.
Yeah.
Wear those. We just saw the Fashion Week out in Paris, where people are just wearing asshole costumes.
Yep. Wear a shin guard. Put a shin guard.
Put a shin guard on. Cut off the back of your suit.
Orange carpet, maybe Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yes. With that top hat. Do the entire thing. I mean, really own that runway, Matt. Own that thing.
All right. I'm gonna look into that. I might do that.
Don't please. We would be a part of another massive story. You're the man. Keep crushing it. We appreciate your time. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Ishbia.
Yeah, Matty.